Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. We got some more 2A news for you, and this is absolutely a doozy. The gun control debate, the gun control argument continues to fall flat on its freaking face. And man, what a time to be alive. I'm just going to read the title of this article, and I think you're going to know exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about the mall shooting up in Indiana. Gun control advocates stunned. Man who allegedly shot Indiana mall shooter labeled Good Samaritan. Critics argued the term Good Samaritan did not apply to killing in self-defense. So this is a Fox News article from Michael Lee. We're going to get into this and have some fun. All right, I would like to thank our friends at Flatline Fiber Company. If you guys are looking for some awesome soft goods, they've got really good ear pro wraps. Their slings are amazing. They're right here in Locust Grove, Georgia, so a local company. Chad is such a great guy, and he's really doing it right. His soft goods are really, really neat. He also made us a special sling for the Smith & Wesson X-Frame revolvers. So if you have an X-Frame wheel gun and you want a really nice custom sling, Flatline is the only guy making them right now. So check them out, Flatline Fiber Co. right here in Locust Grove, Georgia. Awesome guy, and tell Chad we sent you. Okay, let's get into this. Critics are lashing out after a man carrying a pistol stopped a mass shooting at an Indiana shopping mall, arguing the man should not be called a Good Samaritan. The term Good Samaritan came from a Bible passage of a man from Samaria who stopped on the side of the road to help a man who was injured and ignored, wrote CBS 4 traffic anchor Justin Caller on Twitter Monday. I cannot believe we live in a world where the term can equally apply to someone killing someone. My God. Caller's comment comes after a gunman opened fire at a suburban Indianapolis shopping mall on Sunday, killing 3 people before he was gunned down by a man legally carrying a pistol under Indiana's new constitutional carry law, according to police. Reports on Monday found that the man who put a halt to the shooting was actually in violation of Greenwood Park Mall policy, which bans the carry of firearms in the facility. Well, the shooter clearly did not care about that sign either. So you know what? Sometimes it's better to just do what you need to do and be able to protect the people around you. Greenwood Mayor Mark Myers credited the man with saving several lives by killing the shooter, saying they were grateful for his quick action and heroism. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love a good story. This is why we carry guns. The reason that so many people on our side are so happy about this is because this solidifies exactly what we've been trying to explain to people for years, that the only thing that's going to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. And I know that gets parroted around and that little talking points get passed around a lot, but it's true, right? Look, the police, as good intentioned as many of them want to be, believe me, I'm sure there's policemen that get up in the morning and they strap their gun on, put their uniform on, they look in the mirror and they go, you're gonna shoot a bad guy today. Maybe some of them feel that way. But the fact of the matter is, the chance of them encountering a bad person with a gun is just as likely as us encountering a bad person with a gun, right? I don't want to be in a situation where, the police are minutes away, but my life is seconds from ending. So you've got to be able to apply judicious marksmanship, judgment, and to end the threat. And that's what this fellow did. Man, love it. Someone we are calling the Good Samaritan was able to shoot the assailant and stop further bloodshed, Myers said in a statement. This person saved lives tonight. On behalf of the city of Greenwood, I am grateful for his quick action and heroism in this situation. But some critics joined Caller in criticizing the man's actions, despite him allegedly putting a stop to the mass shooting. Allegedly, all right, come on. Allegedly, he shot the dude. He killed a mass shooter. What do you mean, allegedly? He did. He's a hero. And he did it at 40 yards distance in less than 10 seconds, I think 15 seconds. Within 15 seconds of when the guy started shooting, he fired 10 rounds, and 8 out of 10 rounds hit their target at a distance of 40 yards. Excellent shooting. The Good Samaritan paid for an unknown immigrant's health care out of pocket, comedian John Fugelsang said on Twitter. The Good Samaritan did not shoot anyone. Jesus was not a fan of killing for any reason, including self-defense. But if these homosexuals ever read the Bible, they couldn't support the GOP or the NRA. Boy, I can't believe Fox News would parrot this nonsense. I don't know who needs to hear this, but when a 22-year-old illegally brings a loaded gun into a mall and kills a mass shooter armed with an AR-15 after he already killed 3 people and wounded others is not a ringing endorsement of our implementation of the Second Amendment, Moms Demand Action founder Shannon Watts said on Twitter. Shannon Watts blocked me, by the way, on Twitter. And what would you prefer, Shannon? Would you prefer this guy to go in with an AR and shoot 30 people? I mean, he stopped the shooter. They can't stand it. The anti-gunners hate it when the good guys win. And you know what I mean? They want to act like they're the holier than thou, greater than thou, social, moral compass on everything gun related. But the truth of the matter is society regulates itself. I mean, if someone in society thinks they're in danger, what are they going to do? They're going to carry a gun to protect themselves, especially when the tides of the laws are changing in such a way that makes it much more easier and less of a financial barrier and less of a logistical barrier for someone to exercise their rights. I mean, how can these people be so close-minded to think that a person with a gun is somehow going to be, a bad thing? It's just, come on. The guy, he saved the day. He's a hero. Well, I mean, you can't even call a hero without making it into some talking point about, your agenda. And it's just, why can't good news just be good news? They can't let it be good news. All right. But despite the man's apparent lack of regard for mall rules, his actions were also praised by Greenwood Park Mall representatives. We grieve for the victims of yesterday's horrific tragedy in Greenwood. Violence has no place in this or any other community. We are grateful for the strong response of the first responders, including the heroic actions of the Good Samaritan who stopped the suspect. A mall spokesman said, the people that put the freaking sign up said, thank you for being a Good Samaritan, and labeled him a Good Samaritan. And it could not be any other way. I mean, these type of situations are going to start happening more and more often, all right? You cannot stop evil except by judicious marksmanship and good judgment. You need to be prepared and ready to defeat evil wherever you see it, right? I'm proud to know many people in the military community that have done a lot of heroic things in their lifetimes. Some of those I've got to witness some very heroic actions. I know a lot of police officers and federal officers that have committed some very heroic actions in their careers. Okay, I mean, look, there are 2 different types of people in this world: people that run away from danger and people that run to danger, right? And look, I understand and respect that if someone doesn't feel competent enough with a firearm to feel like they don't need to have a firearm, I can respect them saying, you know what? This is out of my area of expertise. Okay, maybe I'm not a person who wants to commit violence or is willing to commit violence. Look, it's okay to be harmless. It is. Listen, it's okay. It's a free country. You can do what you want. If you hate violence and you would never want to hurt someone, that's your decision. Now, personally, for me, the self-preservation kicks in considerably hard. Now, I'm a very peaceful person. I hate violence. Believe it or not, I actually despise violence. I do. I hate it. But I'm capable of violence. And there's a clear distinction, okay? If I'm needed to check that box and be a man and do my job and protect my community and protect my family, my wife, my friends, I will do so, even up to including my own life if necessary. But that's a clear distinction. You should be capable of violence, but you should use your verbal judo. You should preach peace. You should be a peaceful person who is capable of violence. Every human being can commit acts of violence, and you can't stop evil. Right? People are always going to commit evil acts. And while this is terrible that 3 people lost their lives, we got the shooter, right? A Good Samaritan did his job, did his duty, and exercised good judgment and stopped the shooting. And that's what we have to do. We have to have people who are willing and capable in our society to take those things on. Look, the cops can't do everything. They can't be everywhere at the same time. They can't be in your back pocket when something bad happens. It's not like you just have a personal cop that follows you around and protects you. I mean, like, as much as anti-gunners want to believe that, right? A lot of times it's people that are on the side of the anti-gunners that say we should defund the police and all of this nonsense, right? I mean, look, I'm not going to say that there aren't good and bad police. Just like as a microcosm of society, there's good and bad people in your society. The police are simply a microcosm of your society. So to blindly say I support the police or I don't support the police, that's as dumb as saying that you support someone because they have the same color skin you do, or they're the same religion that you are, or the same sexual orientation, or any other type of detractor or that you want to look at, right? I mean, isn't that absurd? You wouldn't just trust someone based on those very limited circumstances, right? You're going to take into account a person's demeanor, their actions, what they say, what they do. I mean, their character, right? And I think that anti-gunners are doing a real bad disservice to the world by parroting all of these anti-gun narratives. They're failing to see the big picture that the majority of people that carry firearms for the purposes of self-preservation would probably give their lives to protect you in the first place. So, do you think that if some shooter starts, shooting in public, and then a person who's a concealed carry guy has got his gun on him, that he's going to stop and administer a political test to you to see if you're worth saving? That, oh, well, you don't appreciate my way of life, you hate me, you called me a deplorable, so I'm not going to protect you. We'll let the shooter take care of it. No, you're just going to deal with the threat. And you know what I mean? At that point, politics go out the window, individual thought goes out the window in terms of, like, you're not worried about black, white, Christian, Jew, anti-gun, pro-gun, Democrat, Republican, all of these detractors that people want to put themselves in these different camps, right? All that goes out the window, and all you see is the evil in front of you and having the tools at your disposal to defeat evil where you see it, right? I don't even want to call it a shooter or a gunman anymore. It's just to defeat evil, to have the tools that you need to defeat evil in its tracks. And that's what happened on that day. So wanted to share this story. It's one for the good guys. Okay, don't let them take this away from you. This is a very, very good occasion to see a good Samaritan doing the right thing and stopping the shooter in his tracks. And speaking of Indiana, all right, I just wanted to mention this. So Tim at Military Arms Channel just accepted the Indiana State Director position for GOA. So a big congratulations to him. I just want to mention Tim because it's kind of up in his neck of the woods up there. So big thanks to Tim for putting his best foot forward and helping out GOA and everything like that. And of course, he's doing a fantastic job, and he will continue to do a fantastic job. And congratulations to Tim. He's one of my best friends, really good guy. So I'm really proud to have him in our ranks. Have yourselves a great day. I just wanted to share this story because it's amazing, and we need to see more of this, okay? And thank you so much for watching today, and this has been your news for the day, I suppose. Have a good one. Many more videos on the way. Go over to Ballistic Ink and pick yourself up a snazzy new t-shirt. That's one way that you can help support our efforts if you wish to do so. Also, don't forget, go check out Flatline Fiber. They got some amazing soft goods. They're friends of the channel, really good people. Just want to give them a shout out. Small mom and pop business, definitely worth supporting. Have a good one. Many more videos on the way. We'll see you soon.